Hello. In the previous video, we were almost finished with the portal and we did some testings. In this video, really, we are going to finish it. In order to show what errors we had previously, let me just show you quickly. So if we just try to go through this portal and go out of the other one, we will get an error. And recall that both of the portals are really connected to each other, so Unreal is really thinking that there is some loop going on here, and I will soon explain why. And as you can see, it says infinite loop detected. I'm gonna close this. If you look at the portal here, you can see that we are having this overlap sphere, and this is the spawn location. So whenever we go into the portal, we teleport to the other one. But if you look at the other one, the spawn location is very close to this sphere. So whenever the ball comes out, it will directly overlap with the sphere, so it tries to teleport again through the other portal. And this way we are getting a loop. So we go through the first one, we come out here, and as soon as we come out here, we directly overlap with the sphere of the other portal, and it will try to, again teleport to the other portal. So it keeps teleporting back and forth, making it some kind of loop. And this is strange behavior. There are several ways of fixing this. And one thing I think we should do is we don't really need a sphere here. We can change the collision box to a box instead. We will get a better shape, and I think that's the best way to go, because we don't want the other side to really accept any. Well, it's really up to you how you want to implement this, but I don't think I want this side to have this spear sticking out like this. So you will see very soon what I mean and why we should change it to a collision box and why that is better. In other words, it gives us a little bit more control how the shape of this overlap component should look like, and which parts of the portal it should actually cover. So I'm gonna delete this sphere. I'm just gonna delete it. Just click yes. Add a new component. I'm gonna search for box. We have a box collision. You can see that it's down here. I'm gonna drag this up. We don't need to have this too thick, really. So I'm gonna keep it pretty small inside the actual blue portal here. This I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna keep it inside of this blue wall here, whatever it is. And so let's adjust the size of it. I'm gonna change this to something like this. Make sure to change the extent here. So I'm gonna do this. Now we can just move it up a little bit. It doesn't need to be perfect or cover exactly everything. And make sure it's not too thick either. I'm gonna keep it quite small in thickness. I'm gonna keep it something like that. It doesn't really need to be thick. And if you look, it looks currently like this. So whenever we jump into it with our with our ball, let's see. I'm having snapping on, so I'm gonna click on this here to disable snapping and just adjust it a little bit. So I think this is good. Doesn't need to be perfect. So really, if you go back to the event graph, now this is showing an error. I'm gonna delete this. Click on the box here, right click and go to add event on component begin overlap. And now I'm gonna connect other actor to here. And I'm gonna click on compile and save. Now we are not really getting that loop behavior. Let's go back to the viewport for the not the ball, the portal. And also the arrow, this is a spawn location. We don't want to have this too close to the portal. And this is the spawn location. I'm gonna drag it down a little bit. Let's try this location. So have some distance from the portal. I'm gonna compile and save. Let's go back to the scene and test this out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna double check that they are still connected. It seems like they are. Yeah, as you can see, it says other portal, portal 2. Selecting portal 2, it says the other portal is portal. So it seems like they're connected. I'm gonna click on play. I'm gonna go through this. Oh, we need to, I think we need to jump. Okay, we need to change the size of that collision box. I made it way too small, so I'm gonna adjust it again. I'm gonna try a value of, let's see, you can, if you drag this backwards like this to the back, so this is because this is the front side where we exit the portal. I want to have it here in the back, okay? You can just do this. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger to even have more space to jump on. A little bit thicker, not too much, and extend the height of it. I'm gonna have it something like this. Let's give this a try and see what happens. It's still I'm gonna try to go from the other direction. Let's see. All right. We need to enter it from the other direction. Let's see why. I'm gonna go back to the scene because this is behind the actual arrow. As you can see, that is the arrow. That is the exit point. So if you select this portal, you can see that the arrow is pointing here. So the wall we created is basically behind. So I'm gonna rotate this portal because the player starts here. I want the entrance to be, in front of the player. The arrow shows really at which direction we exit. So I'm gonna rotate this. Let's turn it around like this. Save. So we come in here and get out here to our own location from the other side. You can see how they are connected like this. So also, we could really rotate this one as well. Why not? I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right, I think that's good. So I'm gonna open up the portal again. I'm gonna move this a little bit closer. Let's see how it looks currently. Let's move it. Let's move it something like this. Let's try this. I'm gonna go into this one and I'll get out from the other one. I'm gonna go back to the other one. As you can see, this is behind. It doesn't work. I made it like it. You have to go from the other side. This is the entrance side. All right, let me get out from the other side. So this is really great. So that was really the main issue. We were having those collision boxes way too close, so that made it a little bit strange. So that was really it. Feel free to adjust the size of it as you want. Make sure the portals are connected to each other. And also, what you could do with this portal is that if you go back to the scene, you can actually make so that the character falls down or the ball falls down. So if you just click on this W to move it, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rotate it downwards like this. So going through this will make us fall down here. Let's just try this and see how fun this will look. Well, we need to turn it around because we come from the upside. So I'm gonna select this, I'm gonna rotate it like this, move it up a little bit. Let's try this and see what happens. All right, so we can teleport up there and fall down. And this is awesome because this gives us some flexibility to create fun levels with big spaces. All right, so far so good. And we do have shadows. We can actually disable that if you want to. Let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna just search for shadow, see if we can find anything. It should be somewhere here. There should be somewhere here you can change so that it doesn't really reflect or create shadows. Um, Maybe somewhere in the rendering settings. And there's a lot to look through here. I'm gonna try to see if I can find it. Cast shadows, here you go. It's in the lighting area. This is the lighting field and settings for that. We have something called cast shadow. I'm gonna disable that because I don't feel like it's necessary. It looks weird in the game. So let's try it again. And you can see that we are now not having any shadows. Only for the ball. You can disable that for the ball as well if you wanted to. But I'm just gonna disable it for the portal. Alright, so now you know how to connect the portals, you now know how to teleport. And we will continue with this in the coming videos. Alright, thanks for watching and I see you in the next one.